Thanks for tuning in, guys. This one is the one I've been waiting for a while. I know a lot of people have been asking about when are these MOCs coming up. I've been talking about I've been selling the collection of James Kennison for a while. We've started with Playsets and vehicles. They're pretty much all gone, and now we're moving on to some mint on cards. So these are Star Wars vintage mint on cards, all of these, and there's a couple of extra special little mailaway items which we'll get at in 2 seconds as well. So yeah, obviously I went and saw the man today. I think he's been putting off this visit from me because he didn't really want to part with these. I've got the impression he's fighting some inner demons as he was giving these to me, more or less, and letting him out of his clutches. So I'm going to pop a little video, an overlay of a little video. I'm going to speed it up because it kind of went for like an hour of him wanting to give me these mint on cards and not wanting to give them to me at the same time. So he was battling some demons. I'm not going to show it in real time because it's probably going to show a little bit of emotion that maybe we don't need to share, but this is just an hour sped up. So there it is. Yeah, man, I was there for a while. Didn't want to give them up, but look, we're here now and I'm flashing them out for you guys and you guys only. So here's the way it works. I'm doing this preview for you guys, so if you find something here you need, want, have to have, you ping me a message either on Facebook, Derek Westbrook. All these details will be in the description of this video. Ping me a message on Facebook, Derek Westbrook. Comment on this video, either or. Say, yep, I need to know when you are listing the 65 back Canadian Clay 2. I need that. I've got a Canadian run. I need to know when that's going up. I will make sure I'll keep a list, and I will make sure you will know when it goes up. I'll let you know, say it's going up today or it's going up tomorrow, and then maybe an hour before I'll flick you a message and say, look, this is going up now, and you'll be ready for it. So you can you have money ready or payment plans, that's not a problem, but it's more the fact that you'll miss the claim. So I get a lot of people recently saying, geez, some of your stuff goes fast. Well, I'm doing these preview videos to give you guys a heads up. So a lot of these items, I've got a list of 8 people that I need to let know before I list. So that's the benefit of watching my YouTube vids. You're going to get first dibs, you know what's coming, and you'll know when it's going to be listed. So that's the benefit. Subscribe to my channel, you'll see all my previews. Everything I've got coming up, I'll preview before I list it. So this is a way to not miss out. So it's free, hit subscribe, watch my vids, and you know what's coming, you won't miss out, and you will not curse, because I do get some super duper rare stuff, and I get some people hell pissed off with me because they go quickly. Well, I've shown you, I've previewed it, I've given you the means to see it. Please watch it, it's simple. Don't get mad at me later when I've notified 5 people and you haven't seen the channel, you haven't seen the preview. That's the way I'm doing it. Anyway, I'll get on with it. So these are some crazy mint on cards from James. I'm going to move one box crate over here just so I can move around a bit, and then we'll get through it all. Otherwise this gets, when you get to this many, man, this much one hit, it's crazy. You literally can't move. So I'll get the ones that I just put down there. So we'll start with a China 77A Jaw mint on card. A lot of these have some a shave pop or a litho tear or something. Some are beautiful, but some of them do have an issue. Obviously, I describe all that in my listing. So we've got 77A China Jaw. We've got beautiful Trilogo Clay 2 skiff. Clay 2, how do you pronounce it? You tell me. I've always said Clay 2, but as I've gotten older, I've said Clay 2. I don't know why. Trilogo ATSD driver. I love Trilogos. I was saying just to James today, I've been obviously in the game for quite some time. Jedi figures, for example, were $30 US standard ATSD. This is many moons ago. 30 US for a counter figure, and the Trilogo was 20. And now the Trilogos are the rage, man, and they're so cool. Sorry, I'm just going to diverge quickly. I really like Trilogos because the bubbles are always generally clear. They might have a few dings and stuff, but they're always super clear. A lot of the Jedi figures got yellowing. We move back. We got a 65, oh, that's a C, isn't it? A 65C Zuckus. A lot of these ones I'm probably going to miss that there's some kind of sick debut, or because James only kept some real random stuff. So a couple of these I will probably miss what the crazy rare detail is of these MOCs, but I'll let you know when I'm actually listing them of such. So we've got a 77A layer Puncho Jedi. I don't think there's anything spectacular with that one. We've got another Zuckus 65er. Are these the same? They look the same, but knowing James, he doesn't keep 2 of the same thing for no reason. So there's some form of variation with that 65 back Zuckus. we've got that one I showed you earlier, Klaatu 65 back Canadian. That's a beautiful card. It's unpunched. Such a nice back. You don't see that too often. He had a bit of a nice Klaatu run. I think he had them all. So that's a beautiful, beautiful figure. Beautiful condition. It's just even the yellowing of the bubble is just very, very slight. So that's a lovely one. Now we get some nice ones here. We've got a Luke X-Wing 21 back. Man, I want to say G, but I always forget. But this is missing a weapon and it's been cut, so there's a big cut back here. So more or less it's a card back with a partially attached bubble and a figure without a weapon. So nice though, it looks really nice, nice clear bubble. And then we get another Trilogo. We've got a Trilogo Rancor Keeper. We've got another Leo Puncho. What is this one? We've got 77A Hong Kong as well. I want to say that one had a cracked bubble, I think. That one might have a cracked bubble. And let's go back to Leia Bosch. So this is a debut 65A Leia Bosch, the painted torso one. This one, I have his figure loose. It's, if you've got a UV light, it glows like a bloody Christmas tree. It's a sick, sick figure. When I do sell this one, I'm going to take a picture with the UV light to just show how cool it looks. But that's a super rare one on a debut card. Let's keep going. We've got a spectacular looking proof-based Trilogo. That's just a gorgeous bubble for a Trilogo. Just the tiniest dent at the top and super clear, as most Trilogos are. Then we've got a B-Wing Pilot 79 back A. That's a reseal, or not even a reseal. The bubble is partially detached and the weapon is not in there. So that's, you're more or less paying for a loose figure, weaponless loose figure and car back. Then we got a C-3PO 65, the Emperor offer. I always forget, he's a 65C, come on, correct me. That's got a lot of marking on the back, as a lot of people use the cards back as a checklist. But it's fully sealed, yellow bubble, but the bubble doesn't have any dents or things or anything like that. So nice looking box on the front. Obviously you've got that bit of nostalgia with that checklist in the back. I did that myself. Then we've got couple of Nictos. You've got a 79A and a 77A. 79A slightly more scarce. I think quite prevalent in Australia as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've seen a lot of 79 backs come from Australia. Yeah, like I said, a little bit more scarce than the 77A. So I'm going to run out of room here hard. But once I've got this full box, I'll get rid of these guys and move on to the next one. Now this is a lovely one, Trilogo Gamorrean Guard. So I know Rob Everett, Wade, you guys are probably chasing that. It's very clear, it doesn't have any cracks or anything, it's got a little bit of denting, but that's such a big figure, you're going to get that. That's really nice condition, I really like that figure, I've had that in the past. Then we've got a 65B Orlando skiff, pretty nice. It's got a litho tower at the top, so that will be relatively affordable. We've got a Luke X-Wing China 77A. That's nice. It's got a yellow bubble, bit of crushing at the top. I think that's factory sealed, and the plastic backer that's really cool. The plastic backer of inside the bubble is like that on an angle, and it's been sealed over with a factory seal. That's really cool. We often see that with a jaw, the cloth cape jaw, as the cape juts out a little bit over the seal. That's actually really cool. I haven't seen a lot of them. China, that's a nice figure. Then we've got, it is indeed a trap, guys, 65B. Akbar, yellow bubble. Not bad condition. I think it's got a bit of a rip near the hanger, or a bit of a hanger wear. Nothing spectacular there with old Akka. Then we've got, it's a nice one, we've got an Imperial Gunner with a shattered bubble, and the weapon is missing, but the bubble is still sealed to the card, and the figure is immaculate. Hard to get a mint gunner, as it is in general. So immaculate, the figure has not come out, and the emblems are just gorgeous. Stunning figure, but obviously no black indoor blaster, which a lot of people may be chasing these days. And then here we've got randomly a loose Anakin in a clamshell, but then we've also got an Imperial Dignitary in a cracked bubble. I'll double check that. The bottom of the bubble's completely come out, so I'm not entirely sure if that figure's come out before. I'll have a good look. I think it has, because it's got a little tad of a nose rub. I can see it from a distance. And I don't reckon that nose rub would be in from the bubble, so I reckon that figure's been out, but I'll describe it and picture it a million times over when I do list it. So you guys know how I list hopefully by now. So you've got a Power 4 Speedwing Pilot. That's pretty nice. Yellow bubble, otherwise really nice. Nice fig. Got a B-Wing Pilot fans out there. And then we've got two more in this box. Number one, we've got Proof Base 77A Jedi yellow bubble, otherwise really nice. And then we've got a Rebel Commando 77A Jedi. That's unpunched, but it's got a bit of a crease and rip near the top of the hanger. So look, that's just box one. I've got two boxes of MOCs here and a couple of Mailaways. I might move into the Mailaways next. So yeah, I'll quickly flick them again to you while I put them away. Otherwise, if I leave these all out, it's not going to happen here, eh? I'm getting buried in mint-on cards. These star cases do stack well for packing, and I do actually really like them for shipping. I send most of my MOCs in star cases, and I fortify the bubbles with bubble wrap and cling wrap. If you've received a mint-on card, Star Wars vintage, or anything mint-on card from me before, you'll know the level of effort I put into packaging them. It's second to none. There are a couple of people that probably are my equal with packaging, but I actually really enjoy it, and I'm a bit OCD with it. And I've been selling vintage Star Wars figures for mint-on cards for what, about 35 years internationally. 35 years I've had one bubble come through the top, a bloody Klaatu on a Jedi Toltoy. Bloody Klaatu. One figure through the top of the bubble in 35 years. And I have sold a lot of card figures, trust me. Anyhow, enough of tooting my own horn. All I'm saying is you buy one of these off me, you'll get it safely. So one box loaded to the brim is out of the way. Let us move on to, I've got a very small little box on here, which has just got a couple of cool animated items in it. Always go down well. So we've got Kia Mole Droids animated mint-on card, and inside there's also a loose, and I'm going to whip this out because I've never seen one before. There's a loose Glasslite, Glasslite, whatever you want. Oh, she's gorgeous, man. I've never had that before. A Glasslite / Glasslite. I think Glasslite is the pronunciation. Kia Mole figure. That's beautiful. Very definitely varies from the Kenner release. And I'm going to quickly step aside. I had a ton of these. I was a big part of that Royal Show. I bought a ton of those Star Wars vintage show bags in whatever year it was. Was it 95, 94? I can't remember. I bought a ton of these. I had so many Kia Moles, man. It was ridiculous. I must have had 20 of this carded figure. And I won't tell you how cheap they were selling for at the time. It was quite frightening. But we paid $1 for them each on average, if you include paying $1 for a Kenner bag. And yeah, we kind of made a bit of profit on them. But shame I didn't keep so many of them, because that figure's just exploded, as all the animators have. So Kia Mole carded, and a loose Glasslite Kia Mole as well. And then we've got another one. We've got a carded Tal Jobin. Yellow bubble, fully sealed, and you know what that weapon is in there. That's the Luke Stormy weapon that everyone... it's funny, you see a lot of these figures for sale without the weapon. A cracked bubble, what are these? Or a attached bubble, and you know, everyone's selling that weapon individually, but there you go, you got a complete one, mint-on card. There's no ripping bloody weapons off here for me. I'm not doing that crap. And then we've got Droids, and we've also got some MOC. Hang on, I'll just show you in a second. We've got a mint-on card Droid, and then we've got a loose Glasslite one. So look, I'm just too excited and interested in that I'm going to quickly have a look at that. So Glasslite, I'm sorry, but here he is. Very cool. Very similar. Hard to tell. I'm not an animated dude, but I think the leg paint on the colour on the legs are slightly different. It's hard to tell because of that yellow bubble. That little tinge of yellow does my head in a bit there with the colour difference, but that's super cool. Glasslite loose. So a couple of nice Droids MOCs there, and a couple of Ripper. I won't put that back in in the MOC star case. I'll leave that out by itself. And a couple of Ripple Loose Brazilian animated figures. Very cool. I'm just amazed at how popular these have become now. This was just like an afterthought back in the day, the animated toys, but now it's just exploded in popularity and value. Everyone wants them. There's not many of them, but yeah, you can get a few of them relatively cheap. But then yeah, you start getting your R2s and 3POs, and you want a Droids Fett, yeah, get yourself a bloody redraw on your mortgage. But that's cool. So this one here is some Mailaway items, and we'll crack that one first, and then we'll finish up with the last tub of MOCs. So this one is beautiful. So we've got the Mailaway. You guys would recognise that box, I'm sure, if you know what. If you're in a Star Wars vintage, you know what that is. That's the Mailaway first 12 stand, and that's the backdrop for it. So the backdrop is absolutely stunning on this one. I might as well get it out. The stand is really nice. So it's obviously the original mailer box. The sticker's quite nice. Not a whole lot of wear to it. The box is nice too, actually. Sealed on one side. I've had a couple of these quite very odd deteriorated, so that's quite nice. All the stands are functioning. The gears are all working underneath. There's no brakes there. Sticker's got a tiny bit of lifting, and there's just a light bit of yellowing, which is quite common with this on the stands. But the backdrop is actually quite beautiful. Just a very, very light edge wear, but that's really, really nice. So it's all coming up for sale in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Like I said, you want any of this stuff, you need to know when it's coming up, please just ping me a message or comment on this vid, and you'll know. I'll let you know. I'll try and let you know the day before, and then I'll also try and give you another heads up, I don't know, hour before, a couple of hours before, it's coming this morning, that kind of message. And yeah, I'll make sure you know what's coming up. Then we've got another rip snorter. So we've got the Mailaway early bird package here. So this has got the envelope, so the actual mailer that it came with. So I don't know if you guys know the backstory on this. I'm probably going to do a video on the backstory of this by itself, but yeah, the figures weren't released in time, so they sold this, the early bird set, and this is splendid condition. I sold a couple of these before. I sold one of these just like that, without the envelope recently. I know the dude that bought it was asking me about buying an envelope. I'm sorry, I can't break this one up, it's complete, but this one will be up for sale very soon. So it's beautiful condition backdrop, like that's barely been bent, lovely, lovely condition. And that's complete. I've got all the pegs. I've got all the pegs for that. And I believe, what else have I got? Do I have some paperwork? I got the paperwork for that too, the little instruction sheet for that. So that's a ripper. So 2 of the Mailaway stands, and then I've got, don't stop there man, I've got the other Mailaway, these ones came in Australia as well, you could get them, display arena Mailaways. So I've got that complete, with the backdrops in just spectacular, unused, unfolded condition. So that's really, really nice condition as well. But there's more, there's more. What else we got here? What's in the envelope? Oh yeah, the envelope's got a pretty desirable playset. This is the Bespin Cloud City playset. So this was just a Sears, a little cardboard job. I've got the pegs for this too, so that's complete. I don't have any instructions or anything like that, but that's ready to rock and roll, complete, and a little bit of wear, a bit of folding, but they're hard to get in general. Got all the pegs, like I said, so that's complete. I'm just going to put that straight back in here. And then finally, I've got in here the Sears Cantina Adventure Set. This is the one that the Blue Snag came with. Obviously don't have the figs or baggies with it, but that's in really nice condition. It's got a little bit of wear, a bit of folding. It's been obviously put together a couple of times, but it's pretty nice, no ripping. And again, I've got the pegs for that too, so that's complete. So yeah, some really nice, desirable cardboard playsets here. A couple of the Mailaways, which kind of everyone wants, and the early bird set's a ripper. Really nice condition. I'm just going to put that away nicely, so we don't have any issues with that. We're back for the last box, so I've got the call for dinner there, and I can't let the missus down after she's been slaving away. So we'll get to that last crate now. So I'll put these couple of Droids ones away, a couple of the animated MOCs and the Mailaway. them over here, and we've got a clean slate to play with here. Start to talk a bit of turkey here. The last box, and I believe there's some real nice ones here. I know because I saw them earlier. So let's crack on. Bubble wrap is good. It's my friend. We've got Ugnaught 65B Jedi. That's really nice MOC actually. Probably not everyone's favourite character, but that's really nice condition card figure. Bubble works. Then we got Rancor. That's a cool one, man. James pointed that out to me. It's a miss. The sticker's misaligned. The top of that Anakin sticker. Really cool. 77 back. Very cool. And then he's got, I believe, the exact same one with the correct sticker. The sticker is, I might even put a still in this one, but one sticker is misaligned. So really cool kind of error. There's a couple of Rancors, and then we got Klaatu, Toltoys 65 back Jedi. That's my nemesis, the only card I figure I ever had an issue with once in my life. Then we got a 65 back, is it C or D? The Emperor offer Klaatu. There's a bit of a Klaatu run here, so heads up. Then you got a 65 back, same one, exactly the same. Like I said, I know James, he didn't keep two of the same figure for no reason. There's got to be some kind of different. There is a factory code HT, factory code HN. There you go. The difference is I wouldn't have a clue, but I'll find out. Then we got final Klaatu, another 65 back Toltoy. Difference from this one, again, no clue. Those two look the same to me, but again, I shall research. I believe that might be all the Klaatus. Let's get in a couple more Rancor keepers. So we've got 77A, two different 77As. One's got the barcode at the back, obviously, so it's Canadian, sorry, yeah. 77A Kenner, 77A Canadian. The back has got a white space there instead of the barcode. I didn't read that language straight away, and didn't look at the front. The first thing I would have been seen was that. Then we've got Action Man, Action Force. This is the Battle Gear pack. So this is really cool. This comes with the blaster that you get with the YPS Hoth Trooper Star Wars figure, and it's also an Action Man accessory. And you also get a Palatoy display stand for the Palatoy Death Star, etc. So this is like an accessories kit for the Action Man, Action Force line. Tony Roberts, if you're watching, you might know a little bit more about that than most people would. That's my man at Analog Toys. If you haven't subscribed to him, then you probably don't know much about YouTube and vintage toys. Bib Fortuna 77 back A with an envelope in the back of it for some reason, which just sparked my curiosity. I'll check that in a minute. Let's check it now. So 77 back Bib Fortuna. There's a Christmas card to James. I won't read it out. It's a Christmas card to James. That figure might not be for sale, but I'll double check that one, because that card came with that figure. I'm not sure if you saw that, so who knows? I'll let you know soon. ERG 77A. Bit of a beater, mashed in a little bubble, sick, couple of sick creases on the figure's image. Then we got a beautiful Yoda China 77A. That's a really lovely MOC. It's got a little bit of a litho tear front left, unfortunately, but otherwise pretty nice, and I reckon an underrated MOC to China Yoda. Not that easy to find. We've got a Maideen 77A, big time beater, Taiwan, big time beater. Probably my least favourite figure of the entire vintage line, so I won't spend too much time with it. Then we've got an Emperor Anakin off a 79 back. They're very cool. What is the Anakin off? The Anakin off a 79B. That might be 79C. I'm not sure. I need to refresh my memory on that. Then we got a reused 77A. It's Taiwan. That's a really nice card and bubble. And we're going to end it on everyone's favourite. Just kidding. Weekway. 65 back B Weekway. Sorry, it's got the Emperor offer. C or D. Whatever it is, the Emperor offer 65 back. Always bloody forget. Mint on card. So there we go. We've got what have we got? Maybe 50, close to 50 MOCs probably. Probably close to 50 Star Wars vintage Minton cards coming up for sale. A couple of really nice Mailaway, you know, the early bird and the Mailaway 12 first 12 display stands. A couple of Droids animated figures carded, and a couple of loose Glasslite. So there's a couple of ripping items coming up, quite a few ripping items coming up over the next couple of weeks. I'll get them up as I go. I take a lot of time describing them and their condition and etc, etc. So I don't rush them out. I'll make sure that I've done it correctly and you know every single little minor fault or flaw with every single item I sell. So like I said, the purpose of these videos is a preview to get you a little bit excited, but also to make sure that you don't miss out on something that you've been looking for a while, or you really want, need, whatever. So again, I'll say it probably for the 50th time. If there's anything in here that you're looking for or need to add to your collection, desire big time, flick me a message. Derek Westbrook on Facebook. The details will all be in the description of this video. Derek Westbrook on Facebook, or comment here, whatever. If you know me, just, that was the catch. If you know me, flick me a message, you know how it is. Yeah, and I'll let you know when it's going up for sale, and we'll go from there. And once again, please, can't emphasize enough, if you're not subscribed to my channel, it doesn't cost you a cent. Just click the subscribe button and you'll get access to all my content, and you'll get notifications every time I've got something coming up. And I've always got some ripping items, some super rare stuff. James coming up next. I don't know how he's going to let me do it. It's probably going to rip his heart out, but we've got some card backs and loose figures coming up soon, and he's got quite an extensive card back collection, probably to say the least, and his loose figures collection is out of control. So, and this is also only probably half of the Minton cards. Like I said, if you watch that quick super speed up video at the start, he had about 4 or 5 big tubs, and he was bloody yeah, cursing himself and battling his internal demons as to what he was going to give me next. So there is more card figures coming, and he always saves the best for last, so it's just getting more explosive and crazy as it comes. So keep watching, guys. We're probably a couple of weeks away from another visit to Mr. James Kenson's house and another big load, and it just gets rarer and cooler. So keep watching, guys, and thanks for watching. Like I said, please subscribe and enjoy my content, and more importantly, enjoy your toys, display them, have a laugh. It's all light-hearted for me, man. I've been doing this all my life. I'm not going anywhere. Enjoy, guys. Really appreciate you watching.